Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. So the Hornets win the tip. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And these two teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different. And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Now, here's Doncic. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And the body control on display there. Doncic looking determined to finish no matter the contact.
Here's Johnson after Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Wembanyama. Four on the clock. Garnett outside. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Garnett's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Outside Tatum. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Here is Robinson. After the made shot from KD. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. Now he's in awe of Victor Wembanyama, just like everybody else. He said, I don't know that we can stop him. I don't know that we can slow him down. But they want to try and play a physical brand of basketball against him at both ends and see if that has any effect. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's Tatum, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Johnson left side. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Wade. And there's the drive. And Wade slams it in.
And it looks like this is where Wade's at his best. Moving, playing downhill.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Wade picks him up. Pass to Johnson. Second chance effort. Banked in off the glass.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now Carter.
These roads of flames are catching a fire. tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tip-off goes to Charlotte. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets it go from 11. Second shot opportunity. And Johnson lays it in.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Now here's Tatum. Nowitzki a screen. The Hornets pull it in.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now Tatum, after the missed 3 from KD. Tatum, that's good.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, man. He can just blow by you so easy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Doncic. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. KG, that's good.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Pass to Wade. Outside Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Goes up with a strike. Out to Wade. Tries again. The rebound by Garnett.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by David Robinson. Here's Tatum. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Back to Tatum. Driving to the basket. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
Here's Johnson. It's good. Johnson's got his second basket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Udoka. David?
He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Magic Johnson.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And that one misses.
And so much to like about the shooting ability from Dirk. He has revolutionized the big guys stretching the floor.
Now here's Robertson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And they take the lead.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Bird. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird's terrific in the catch and shoot game. And this is why he's called insanity. Some of Carter's throwdowns are downright vicious.
Here's Johnson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Bird, and it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot. Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game. The Bruins making a switch here. So Johnson hits 2 of them. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
Now here's Robertson. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Outside, KD. Robertson with the steal. Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Outside Curry. Pass to Olajuwon. Clock at 6. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Now the Bruins with it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Robertson outside. Plays it up off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
From about 19 feet. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Bruins, what do you think, guys?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots over Barkley. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bruins.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
And the layup's good off the glass. And it's an 8-point Bruin lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The putback. Wembanyama on the follow.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Doncic with it. Still without a basket. Puts up a deep 3. Barkley grabs the board. And so Brown will bring it up for Charlotte. 6-point game. It's Curry outside. And Irving pulls it down.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Doncic outside. He can't hit that time. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shoots. And it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it became very clear very early, RJ, that Wembanyama is legit and a very special player. Generational.
You never know until those first few games, but it was immediate how different Wemby is going to be. He has already met those lofty expectations that we all had for him.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now Robertson. With the drive. Nowitzki outside. 5 on the clock. Carter inside the three-point line.
2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Tatum on the wing. He's got 7. Sweet move. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum's teammates love the hustle. They appreciate him going hard on the offensive glass and really getting it done.
Pass to Garnett. Nowitzki with the steal. Into the lane. Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Olajuwon. That one goes in. Olajuwon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. No good on the 3. Nobody near Leonard. The three-pointer, no good. The Bruins leading by 6. And here is Robertson. Out to Carter. And it's good, 2 points. Carter's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bruins.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's sent back by Nowitzki. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Garnett. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Johnson. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Johnson's got 8.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so we conclude the first half. Bruins lead by 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Now, here's Doncic. Nothing on the board. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Garnett. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Wembanyama.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
The Bruins leading by 4. The drive by Wade. Yep, it counts. 6 points for Wade. Here's Johnson. 8 points for him. Left side Durant. Lets it fly from 18. Nowitzki with the rebound.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Here's Johnson. Second chance shot. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Nowitzki a screen. Down low. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Nowitzki's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Bruins. Johnson up top. He's got 10. Pass to KD. Hustling it in, Kevin Durant.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the bump.
Outside Tatum. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Look, when you made your first 3 shots of the half, I think it's okay for a heat check.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. They lead by 4. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Rose, that's good.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Iverson outside. Here's Barkley. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Iverson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Charlotte. Allen Iverson. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. The Bruins leading by 5. Free throw line jump shot. The shot, no good. And here's Charlotte. This one for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Outside Irving. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The shot by Wade, wide open. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Wade drives in, and it's Wade with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the speed of Iverson is so difficult to keep up with. When he's driving, you're sometimes forced to foul.
1:41 left in the third quarter. Here's Robertson. Out to Carter. Six on the shot clock. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss that.
Robertson outside. They move. Hornets with the rebound. 54 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Iverson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And his average at the line stands at about 79% right now. So solid numbers in that department.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Robertson right side. Carter outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry outside. And again, the Hornets missing. Carter with it. He's got 6. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Robertson outside. Over Curry. Nice shot by Robertson. Robertson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bruins. Dwayne Wade, he's been the guy making things happen for the Bruins. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Charlotte trails by 8. Johnson down low. That one good for 2. Johnson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. Outside Tatum. Shoots from 12. Out to Carter. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Durant with it. Now guarded by Tatum. In comes Durant.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Up top, Tatum. Carter right side. Outside, Tatum. Spins. And he drives in. Out to Carter. Just 5 on the clock. Hits it from three-point range. And the Bruins lead by 7.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Pass to Wembanyama. Bird outside. From downtown. The rebound by Jason Tatum. The Bruins leading by 7. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. From past the arc, Tatum with another miss.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Clearly a foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Bruins.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. And no qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Takes it out to Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And really about as good a free throw shooting team as you're going to see. We're getting plenty of proof of that tonight.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Leonard looking around. Garnett trying to break loose. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Aston Nowitzki launches a three. Robinson misses.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Durant. It's rebounded by David Robinson. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Bruins. 7-point differential. And he makes that one.
We see this from Tatum often, and it never gets old. Just scoring at will.
Kicks it out to Garnett. A second chance effort. Here's Durant. Katie, so efficient in there.
From Kevin Garnett.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Doncic. Outside Tatum. Here's the three. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Charlotte trails by 7. Back to Garnett. A three from Leonard. Robinson pulls it in.
Questionable shot selection with that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
Carter with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Carter penetrating. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He knows every possession is critical now. Charlotte making a switch. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Wade driving inside. And then Wade slams it in.
And it looks like this is where Wade's at his best. Moving, playing downhill.
Johnson left side. Tries from 16. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Bruins leading by 9. Outside Tatum. Back to Doncic. Hands it from downtown. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Wade outside. He takes it in. It's Nowitzki on the wing. And here's Doncic from the arc. The kick out to Tatum. Shoots the 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And so it's the Bruins winning this one.
The culture first, if you foreign to it, it's the real. What we make here to stay evermore. You can't feel how it feels. You just fake in the phone. If you ain't from it, you can love it. Just remember, bring a budget for the people who discover what you covered. We got a lot of problems, and the quickest way above it, not to shove it under bridges, but to fish it out in public. Instead, we try to hide it, commodify it, monopolize it, then we gotta buy it from outsiders we never trusted. From Congos to break beats to symphonies to deep bass, that's from Chuck Brown to heat waves to MPs. Cut down and replay the MCs that give us now, but keepsake to keepsake. It's a tough sound, a weak link. Deep fakes, give it up now or meet fate. No metaphor in the form of food, it's real soul. Not getting credit for the culture, getting real old. Not too many things in life that I would for. Give it up or give it up, I'm getting real close. For the real ones who build what we make here to stay evermore. You can't feel how it feels. You just fake in the phone.
Get the out my way. 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 Move.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Wade. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
And turning up the intensity. Wade sees the defender closing in and takes his motion right into him.
At the line for two.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Inside. And Garnett with the slam.
Well, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
Here's Wade. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
From the top of the key. And Garnett with the slam.
SGA with some good movement, creating an easy opportunity for a teammate.
Now the Bruins with it. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
First personal foul.
It's on Luka Doncic. This is his first free throw of the game.
Magic Johnson.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Johnson drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? I mean, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now, here's Doncic. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Here's Doncic. 5 to shoot. The tray. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. That's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Tatum. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. From down in the low post, it goes. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Overweight. And again, the Hornets missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Doncic. It's good.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Charlotte. They trail by 3. Pass to Durant from downtown. It's good from long range.
And man, you look at that release from Durant. He makes hitting a 3 look like a layup with that size and touch.
Right side Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here's Johnson. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. And he handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Tatum's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Wembanyama, and the shot is good.
Yeah, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Here's Robertson. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Three-pointer, Bird. Olajuwon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Robertson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Robertson. Sweet little floater.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. Barkley outside. Bird outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Carter. Now Green. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Robertson. And Hakeem Olajuwon pulls it down. Here's Curry. Lays it up and banks it in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Olajuwon with the block. And it's out of bounds. Still the Bruins ball. He got it up. The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Charlotte up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Curry is inside. Wembanyama outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Curry can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Bruins. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. The shot by Carter, nobody around. That three off the mark. Curry on the move. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Both teams will make substitutions. Now the Bruins with it. It's a 10-point game. And here is Doncic. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. And it's Johnson with the rebound. Hornets leading by 10. The wide open look for Durant. Here's Barkley. Tries again. They shoot again. Wembanyama deadly inside.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Tatum on the wing. Can they get it? It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Now here's Tatum. After Magic Johnson's miss. Nowitzki, no good. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Barkley. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by David Robinson. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Johnson, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum using his size inside.
Excellent job finishing on the inside. Tatum doesn't fear going in amongst the three.
Pass to KD. He hangs. He lays it in. KD's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hornets.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Robertson. He takes it in. Outside, George. There's the pick. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Barkley. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for three. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Back to Robertson. Back to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
I love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Pass to Barkley. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Robertson with the steal. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Garnett.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
Now you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nothing on the board. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Hornets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Robertson outside. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Charlotte leading by 10. Johnson surveying the floor. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Charlotte.
And when you have this kind of size as a point guard, what a tremendous advantage. Magic can really match up with all 5 positions.
Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing. And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Wembanyama. 7 points in the game. Outside, KD. Offline with his 3. .90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Magic Johnson picks one up.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
That was a clever move to try to lose the defender in midair there, even if he didn't knock down the shot.
Back to Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Name a move. Tatum's got it. A high IQ offensive player.
So both teams making some changes here. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Hornets. Was led by as many as 14 points. Green with the block.
Well, I like the extension there from Draymond Green, reaching out and timing that one.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Here's Curry after Julius Erving's basket. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
Just knows where to go. Embiid positioning himself perfectly to get the putback.
Out to Carter. Second chance shot. Driving the lane. And he lays it up and in. Carter's got his second bucket of the night.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The shot comes out. Hornets leading by 6. Curry with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Olajuwon. Nails the 16-footer. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Outside Irving. .146 left in the third. Some solid defense from Brown.
And they continue to control the glass.
Stephen Curry, what a shooter.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, that ball's gone.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. They trail by 11. Here's Robertson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Robertson's got 6.
In the painted area, it's where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Curry can't get it to go.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Trying to get open is Nowitzki. Robertson, good. Robertson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Here's Leonard. After the Bruins picking up a basket just moments ago. A wide open look for Bird. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Bird's got his first bucket in this one. Robertson outside. Good on the shot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Curry is inside. Bird outside. Over Irving. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hornets lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the
41.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Now here's Robertson. Over in the corner, Green. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
They're looking to attack in transition every time down the floor, just wearing the defense thin at this point.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Here's Doncic. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Number 35, Kevin Durant.
6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Wembanyama, right side. And a quick assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And the Hornets lead by 7. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice job by Tatum inside. Very assertive. He's fantastic at putting the pressure on the D and consistently getting to the line.
Charlotte making a switch here. Good on the second free throw. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, sometimes nothing to do with Durant. His size lets him defeat the inside contact.
Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Bruins. 8-point game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The Bruins making a switch here.
Number 15, David Robinson.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Here's Tatum. It's good.
Jason Tatum.
Now Johnson. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Wembanyama. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Doncic. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Durant in the corner. Durant trains it from distance.
And Durant doesn't need more than a click to get one off.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. With an update from the sideline. Let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run. Now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And that's young man strength right there. Wade hustling at home.
They are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Johnson outside. Shoot from the elbow. Robinson pulls it in.
A key rebound there, but they can do a little better on the glass here down the stretch.
And that one, good. Wade's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Love the concentration from Wade. Totally committed to finding a high percentage shot.
Johnson inside. Kicks it out to Garnett. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Misses the three.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Tatum drives in.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Johnson outside. The three from KD. And he's good on the three ball. And the Hornets lead by 7.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Pass to Nowitzki. And here is Irving. Defended by Durant. Irving drives in. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
And I'll tell you what, few forwards have ever had that lightning first step of Dr. J. He just takes away the angles of the defense.
Here's Wembanyama with plenty of space. Can't cash in from the high post. Wade surveying the D. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. The Bruins making a switch here.
Substitution. Number 77.
109 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tatum. Clock at 6. Money! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Johnson outside. Count!
Big shot maker. When the game heats up, so does magic.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Bruins. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Johnson goes in. Money!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
.17 seconds left in the game. Here's Tatum with the drive. The shot, no good. Johnson with some nice D. And they go to the intentional foul.
Third team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
David Robinson. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 7-point game. So it's the Hornets picking up the win.
History. No, it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating, dog. Man, this is meant for me. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm here to be the voice for the people and break the generational curse. Stand for something and not just fall for anything. And never get it twisted when I'm in the booth. You already know I'ma speak my truth. I'ma share my pain. I'ma share my story. You can walk the way with me through the glory. God be the glory.
Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. I'm getting in my groove. Feel real good right now. Yeah. Feel real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You never can lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. Now go and take a number. It's real hot to bitch like I'm in the yellow Hummer. Got you breathing heavy like you was a runner. Chilling with my crew, we gon' do it till the sun up. Yeah. 90s baby, I grew up on driving. A little bit of daylight when the feeling come alive. It's like engine number 9, take it back this time. Let it clear your mind, rewind. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah. Now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. I'm being real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Come on, baby, I'm all in my zone. The way that I'm rocking, you know that it's on. Last record was truly imperial. Back in the lab, making new material. Eating rappers for breakfast, I was sipping the cereal. Where I made it from, it's like quite the miracle. But I don't take nothing for granted. How we keep y'all dancing for a decade down, now we planned it. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah. It's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah. Now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice day. Right. I'm feeling pretty good. I think so, man. All I wanna say, I just wanna do my thing and have myself a nice day. Oh, yeah. Now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose.
Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped, Lamar Jackson got a posse. We're Cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past that sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beat can your feathers up. Have a when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me hurt, man. I had to cut off my